Electricity prices making you a little crazy, but you don't necessarily want to risk burning down the house? Let me show you one of the ways that I am cutting electricity usage. Hello everyone and welcome to SuttonsDaze. If you're new here, my name is Lisa. We are all about pantry preparedness around here. And lately, what I have been doing is walking around patting myself on the back going, you know, I think you're genius. Thank you very much. I think I am too. But no, not really. I have this set of candles that I picked up a couple of years ago, and I have them on the back deck during the summer, okay? And they have on, off, and they have a timer so that they will turn on at a certain time and then turn off at a certain time, and they use 2 AA batteries. I had them out for the entire summer, and then when it got cold and we weren't out there anymore, I brought them in and I put them in a windowsill, and they would continue coming on, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool, right? And then during the summer, I changed the batteries and I put them outside again, and we enjoyed them all summer long. And then it got cold and I brought them in and set them in the windowsill again. And then one day it dawned on me. These could take the place of night lights. I'm not burning down the house. I'm not burning up candles left and right. The cat's not going to set his tail on fire, right? The curtains are not going to go up in flames. You know, fire is one of my things. Anyway, these little things, I literally change the batteries on them twice a year. They turn on at a certain time, they turn off at a certain time. And I have them set, because now the days are getting shorter, I have them set so that they turn on at 7 p.m. They also come with a remote control that I promptly threw out because I don't need another remote control in my life. So when I'm ready for them to turn on for that first time, I go over and I manually turn them on to timer, and they turn on. And then a few hours, I'm not even sure how long because I'm normally sleeping, quite a few hours later, they turn themselves off and they preserve the battery. I have night lights everywhere. I have reached that grand old age where I don't want to trip over dogs, cats, furniture, or anything else in the middle of the night. And so I have night lights strategically placed, like in the bathrooms or by the coffee pot. It's important, okay? And I thought, well, wouldn't this work instead of having that night light plugged in all the time? Wouldn't this work where it just turns itself on, it turns itself off, you can decorate it pretty if that's your thing, right? And you have light. It works great. I've done it for 2 weeks now, and I am wildly impressed. They give a better light, a softer light than the night lights that I had plugged in. And those turned on and off depending on whether or not the light was turned on or off, right? These just automatically turn on and then they turn off. And I want to say I turned it on at 7 p.m. and at 2 o'clock in the morning it was still going. Did I stay up all night long to see how long it stays on? No, I didn't. But I'm sure it says somewhere in the paperwork that I threw out with a remote control. These are going to save us a little bit of money, just a little bit, on our electrical usage. And so I thought that I would share this with you and say, okay, what are some of your ideas for saving money on your electric bill? I had a viewer send me a message showing some conversation that happened where if you are conscious of when you use your electricity, okay, and use it during the non-peak hours, that you can actually get the same bill as somebody who is hardly ever home at all. I went, yeah, okay. Now, part of me fights back against this. Part of me says, you know what? I have a schedule. I don't want to do laundry in the middle of the night. I don't want to do the dishes in the middle of the night. Do I care? No, not really. But, you know, I want my air conditioning on when I want my air conditioning on. I want my lights on when I want my lights on. Peak hours don't mean a whole heck of a lot to me. But if you so much as blink out here, the power goes out. It's kind of what we're known for. So being able to pay attention and have ways to light things up when you need it the most is super important to me. And I'm not talking about sitting down and reading a book. Though legitimately, if I had to, I could. If I had to read a book with one of these, I could. Or I could set up all 3 of them around my book. Ooh, good idea. And it has a great ambiance and everything else. So what I'm asking you is, what kind of ideas do you have for cutting back on your electrical usage? We have LED everywhere. LED lights in the barn, LED lights in the garage, LED lights in the house. Every single lamp, bulb, anywhere on this property is LED. When we first put them in, we saved like $50 a month. I was like, this is totally worth this. Okay, great. Yeah, they have since then made that completely useless. We tried getting these things. A couple people talked to me about them, where you plug them in and they're supposed to flatline your electrical current. Didn't do anything. As a matter of fact, my bill went up. So I don't, this has just got to stop. So I went through and I removed all the nightlights because they go on no matter what. And they suck power no matter what because they're plugged in. I don't want that. I don't need that. I have actually unplugged a lot of the things that I have plugged in on a regular basis for convenience. And I went, I can do without a little bit of convenience. We'll just keep a couple of these plugged in instead of all of them. Okay, great. Make me more conscious about what I'm actually doing. Different electronics, different equipment, that kind of thing can get turned off and unplugged when it's not in use. Other things, it's a little more of a hassle, so probably I won't go that way. But having the ability to back up your electrical source in a simple, easy, convenient way, like these. I mean, you're changing 2 AA batteries twice a year. That's it. That's how long they last. And actually, they last a little bit longer than that because I changed them out just because it's the season and they're coming in the house and I'm not going to mess with them. But I actually went to the point of ordering 2 more 3-packs of these so that I could disperse them throughout the house. I can disguise them. They look great. They can hide behind stuff. I have one on top of the fridge so that it casts the light over. I put a couple in the living room. I put them in the bathrooms. I put them any place where I don't want to trip over something in the middle of the night. And they work great. And you're not going to burn your house down. So do you have any great ways of saving on your electrical bill that you would like to share? This is mine for the month. I'm just going to walk around and go, okay, you're cool. Until one of you tells me that's the dumbest thing you ever saw. But I'm still going to do it because I have them. And if you're interested, there's a link down below because these are fantastic. I adore these things. And they have really come in handy with our numerous power outages. And because our grid just isn't what it should be. And I don't have faith in it. So having the ability to have some kind of light during an emergency, and if I don't need them all on, I can turn them off and reserve my batteries. But for the little bit that they're on, they last a good long time in there. And they're very, very helpful. So check out the link below, see if you're interested in something like this. But in the comment section, let me know. Let me know what kind of great ideas you have for unplugging and saving some money on your electrical bill, other than walking around behind everybody and turning the light off. Because there's only 2 of us, so there's only so many lights, Okay, everybody, if you're interested in some more ways to be better prepared if the grid goes down, check out this video right here. And until next time, be safe.